Hello, my crafty friends. It's Marie from Mariesvermontcreations, and it is day 25 of the Countdown to Christmas card series for 2024 with Michele from Scrap Secrets. So I'm just showing you the supplies I'm using because the theme for today is using supplies you haven't used in a while. So I am using some of the Shape gel plates and the stamp set from the Sassy I think it's Sassy Pants, and it is called Santa and Friends. I have not used either of these in a while, so I am going to be using 3 green Distress Oxide colors, and I will put them down in the description box below because at this moment my brain is only thinking of 2 of them. Anyway, so I'm just adding all 3 colors to the circle gel plate, and I am going to spritz that with water, and I have picked it up on a clear block just to make it easier for me to place it where I want it on this piece of watercolor cardstock that I have cut down slightly smaller than an A2 size card base size. So I'm just going to press this down in the middle, hold it till I make sure that the color has kind of absorbed into the paper a little bit, and then I did heat set this off screen. I didn't make you watch it, but this is dry, and so now I'm going to go in with just one of the colors, which I think this one's Forest Moss, and just do that straight, spritz that with water, and I'm going to overlap them a little bit, and so this one will be on the right hand side, and then I will go in with it's Rustic Wilderness. That's the name of the color I couldn't think of. So it is Forest Moss, Rustic Wilderness, and Bundled Sage are the 3 green colors that I'm using. So then I will go in with the Rustic Wilderness on its own to the left-hand side, also spritz that with some water. And then I did off-screen heat set the whole thing one more time just to make sure that all of these colors were dry, because I am going to do a little bit of heat embossing. So I wanted to make sure that my heat embossing didn't stick everywhere where I didn't want it to be. So this was kind of my idea. Originally I was thinking, I could do ornaments like this. But then I changed my mind and I thought, I like this idea. I really liked how the background came out. And then I'm going to add the characters to it. But right now, to finish off my background, I'm going to take this clear embossing ink. Can you tell I'm still waking up? My goodness, because of course I'm doing this voiceover the very last minute on Monday morning before I get ready for work. So I just swiped it on the top and bottom, and I'm going to coat this with Brutus Monroe gold embossing powder. And then I will take a dry brush and just clean it up. See where those large lumps are? I didn't want it to be, I don't want it to be a straight line, but I also didn't want it to be that far up into my design. So I am just going to clean that up a little bit, and it's quite easy just with a brush to neaten it up. You could leave it this way. You could add it thicker. It's completely up to you. You could do it on the left and right hand sides as well. I opted to keep it pretty simple and just do the top and bottom, just to give it a little shine and pizzazz, because holiday cards need a little bit of shine on them, in my opinion. So then I will heat set that until it's smooth and melted, because right now it's very grainy and dull. So when you heat it up, you can tell that it is done, because it will be nice and shiny and smooth. And if you tilt it in the light, you can see if there's any grainy bits that you need to go over, with the heat tool a little bit longer. And then I'm going to set that panel aside, and I am going to take Santa and a reindeer from this stamp set, which is absolutely adorable. I have made a lot of things in the past, like last year with the Yukon character, because I absolutely love that one, but I decided to go with Santa and do 2 reindeer, just to give it like Santa in a sleigh. We're gonna improvise with a little scene here. So I'm just using a white piece of cardstock, and I'm gonna set those down and stamp them using the Intense Black ink from Simon Says Stamp. I do stamp them a couple of times. As you will see, I did stamp the reindeer a second time. First time I tried to re-stamp it, I ended up with a black smudge in the face. I must have had an air bubble under the stamp when I set it back down again. And then the next time that I tried to do it, I double stamped it. So on the third try to do the second reindeer, I actually got it. So I did cut out all the other parts so you didn't watch me make a mess, but you will see them right here on the paper that it didn't go so well. So once I get them all stamped, I am going to they'll be colored and cut out when we come back, because I didn't want to make you sit and watch all of that. Nothing exciting with the coloring going on. I am just going to trim them apart so that I can color them, and there they are, all colored, and now they're cut out. So now I'm just going to assemble them on the card, and while I do that, try to determine my layout. I just thought I'd talk to you about this series. So this is the second year that I've done this with Michele from Scrap Secrets. I will have her channel linked down below so you can see what supplies she cracked out and used that she hasn't used in a while. And I will also have a playlist at the end for the 2024 series that will have all of the videos in it, including Michele's intro video, which goes over her giveaway process. So like I said, there are going to be giveaways, and I will have an extra one because I did reach 1,000 subscribers during this series. So I want to thank everyone who has watched my videos, commented, shared, joined my channel recently, or come back, because I truly, truly appreciate it. I do this as a hobby, but I greatly appreciate you interacting with me. It makes it feel like what I'm putting out is worth it. So if there are things you'd like to see in 2025, definitely feel free to leave me a comment down below. I am always looking for things that you guys are looking for, but I am in the process of planning content for next year, so stay tuned for that. I will continue, and the goal for Michele and I is to get back to doing our regular once a month collaborations that we do throughout the year, to get you through until we get to do the series again in 2025. So I'm just gluing down my little characters. I did glue this second reindeer. These reindeer were really giving me some trouble when I did this. And when I go to put this one down, I realized that the one that I had colored with the red nose was in the middle. So I need to pry it up, fix it, and now glue it back down. So everything is as it should be. And now I'm going to take the Merry Christmas sentiment, which is from the same stamp set, and I am going to put this in my Mini Misty, and I will stamp it using the VersaFine Claire Nocturne ink, which is great for sentiments because you usually don't have to stamp it multiple times. So this I was able to stamp once, because my concern was that given I had double stamped the reindeer, that I was going to screw up the sentiment after I had everything really all set and ready to go. So once I get that glued down, my goodness, stamped where I want it to be, I was getting ready to put this on a white card base, but because this is watercolor cardstock, it does have like a cream tint to it, so I opted to cut out a large panel of green cardstock, which is the A2 size, so it will take up the whole front panel, so that it gives me a little border to offset the fact that this is cream and the card base is white. So I will get that glued down, and then I'm going to glue down my panel, and that is going to complete not only my card, but the Christmas card series for 2024. If you also want to see 2023's, I do have a playlist on my channel with those as well. So essentially you have, a lot of projects, 100 projects for you guys to get inspiration from. So I hope that you enjoy them. I hope that you enjoyed this series. If there's anything you'd like to see for next year's series, definitely let us know. And as always, I hope that you have a great day and that everyone has a great holiday season. Thank you all so much for watching.